Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, the next installment of the Classic Wrestling Series, or the CWS for short. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up almost on the 1 year anniversary of the show. Now, okay, technically speaking, the September 19th was when the very first episode was actually recorded. I'm talking about the actual 1 year anniversary from that. So, like I said, if I didn't miss the 6 episodes before then, we would have actually had the 1 year anniversary on September 19th. But I've done a little bit of working out, and I think we might be able to make this last until my birthday. So I kind of want to make the actual official anniversary on my birthday because it makes a lot more sense. In a way, plus it's a celebration. But ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to be watching tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's December 6th, 2001. We're at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. We're watching Smackdown, ladies and gentlemen. I will say this now, the build-up package for this show was very, very interesting. With, well, what would be on the line? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, this is 3 days before Vengeance. On December 9th, 2001 would be Vengeance. But what happened on the Raw previously? Well, we're going to have to find out in the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with a 6-man tag pitting Edge, Big Show and Kane versus William Regal and the Dudley Boys. Let's watch this. So we just had the 6-man tag, and yeah, this match was actually quite interesting. A very, very good matchup between Edge, Big Show, Kane, and Dudley Boys and William Regal. Very good way to get set up for the matches coming up at Vengeance, and yeah, really, really fun, interesting show. So, nothing really of note, just everybody hitting their finishes at the end, Edge hitting the execution onto Devon Dudley for the win. So guys, yeah, pretty good match so far. So let's find out what the next thing is going to be. So we've had some build-up for Matt versus Jeff at Vengeance and having Lita be the special guest referee. Then we had some more build-up for Undertaker and Undertaker versus RVD as well for Vengeance. Then we also had some build-up for Vince McMahon and Kurt Angle talking about the situation that they're in. I'll explain in the main event, or the main event segment. But then we had Matt Hardy versus Rob Van Dam for the Hardcore title. Typical Hardcore match leading into it. And yeah, okay match. Nothing much of note. And we have got coming up next. Well, basically, again, it's Vince and Angle talking about the plan for Rocky. And now we have got Albert and Scotty 2 Hotty versus Test and Christian. So let's watch this match. So we just had the tag team match of Scotty 2 Hotty and Albert versus Christian and Test. This match was okay. I mean, it was basically just a basic tag team match before the Vengeance pay-per-view. But at the end of it, because of Test's immunity from being fired, he kicked Earl Hebner. Wasn't needed, but hey-ho. And the reason why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't worked it out yet, here is the reason why. The Vince McMahon kissing The Rock's ass segment. Yep, that happened on December 6th, 2001, and we're going to watch it. So, let's have some fun. So, yeah, here we are with the Kiss My Ass segment, and originally on Raw there was a tag team match between Kurt Angle and Vince McMahon versus The Rock and Trish, and if The Rock lost, he would have to kiss Vince's ass. But Ric Flair came out and said, because Ric Flair is the co-owner, that if Rock won, Vince McMahon would have to kick The Rock's ass. So naturally, Rock wins, and we have this segment. So first up, we have a planned spot with him and The Rock, which we think was going to happen. Vince has an idea. Naturally, it doesn't plan out because Austin kicks Kurt's ass, basically. And then Flair comes out and says that if anybody gets involved in this segment that isn't involved in the segment, they will be suspended. Okay, pretty cool way. So then we had Rock come out and was like, yeah, you're not going to kiss my ass. Well, you won the match. Why is he not going to kiss your ass? Then we had JR come out, yay. Then we had Trish come out, yay. And then we had Rikishi, and oh my god. I may hate Vince sometimes, but I feel so sorry for Vince right now because I feel so sorry for him because Wow, that ass is big. Even by most people's standards, that is one big ass. And now we have a promo for WWF New York and Vengeance. So let's watch that. So we just had a bit of a surprising match. Crash Holly versus Jacqueline. This was actually quite good. I mean, Crash Holly's actually been very, very good. And Jacqueline, I mean, this was very impressive for her. You don't really see intergender matches anymore. And to be fair, in 2001, this was a breath of fresh air. Jackie could go. Well, Jackie can go. Crash can go. This was a good match. Shame about the roll-up, though. Crash Holly hits the tights of Jacqueline. Gets the 1, 2, 3. To be honest, I feel like Jackie should have won this match. I think it would have been a lot better. So now we've got Kurt Angle talking about what happened earlier. So let's carry on with the show. So we've just had a few promos. Kurt Angle talking to Vince over the phone, obviously. Booker T coming back to try and get his job back, which will play into Vengeance. And now we have Bradshaw versus The Undertaker, one-on-one about respect. Now, I thought this promo was going to go one way, but it actually went a different way. Bradshaw and Farouk actually talked about their past with The Undertaker for the WWF Championship against Stone Cold Steve Austin and riding with the dark side. Now, Undertaker had recently turned heel and attacked JR, so then JR would join the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. So now we've got Undertaker versus Bradshaw. Ooh, two boys from Texas. Hopefully this one's going to be good. So we just had the Undertaker versus Bradshaw match, and this match was, well, it was a hard-hitting match, that's for sure. But randomly, Farouk came down to steal the Undertaker's bike, leave it at the top of the ramp, and then Undertaker gets the win, okay, leads into the matchup for Vengeance. Then RVD comes out, throws it, basically hits Undertaker with a chair, nicely setting up the match for the pay-per-view. Jericho promo to talk about the Undisputed Championship match, and now we've got Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle versus Austin and The Rock for a tag team match. So let's watch this. And we've just had the tag team match of Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho versus The Rock and Austin. Pretty good tag team match to build up for the three matches, 2 titles, 1 champion match. And yeah, this was really, really good. Austin and Rock get the win, but would they win at Vengeance? No. It would actually be Jericho who win. Spoiler alert. But yeah, this match was good. So what did I think of Raw overall? Smackdown overall? Yeah, really, really good show. A lot of good things that turned out, a lot of weird things, a lot of meh things. As a go-home show for Vengeance, yeah, it was pretty decent, pretty salvageable. Yeah, I was really enjoying it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Classic Wrestling Series. Next up, I think we're gonna go back to Raw. But when? Well, you have to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and TTFN.